Alright, hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. 100% walkthrough on New Game Plus, and of course if you're a new game, it will help you all the same. So last episode, we've cleared out the majority portion of the Mibu village with all those creepy village people, almost undead-like, and giant giant creepy pale Taro troopers that throw big ass bells at me. Next we're gonna carry on to fight the mini boss, but before that we're just gonna quickly go and check on the Divine Child and see if he has more rice for us. Which again is important for progression of, one of the endings. And I was looking back on my last recording and I realized that I did a pretty bad job explaining the two different kanjis for Mibu. Divine Child is sick. Yeah, let's quickly talk to her.
I'm glad you've come, Shinobi of the Divine Air.
What's wrong?
It is nothing serious. More importantly, your rice.
Hold on. You don't look well. Rest.
Yes, I understand.
What can I do?
What?
Is there something I can get you?
Well, then I'd like to eat a persimmon.
All right.
Yeah, either Japanese or the creator of this game in particular really like persimmon.
You've come to visit Shinobi of the Divine Air.
So you can buy persimmon from the memorial mob on Mount Kongo, right, near Senpu Temple. I believe it's the second sculptor idol, and then you go left, you find the memorial mob there. So give persimmon.
Truly? You brought me a persimmon.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm nice to you, Divine Child.
Thank you.
And this game is really,
It's
infatuated with
and
persimmon.
delicious.
Good.
Shinobi, hold out your hand.
But,
No need to hesitate. Hold out your hand.
all right.
A bountiful harvest for you.
Oh, thank you, Divine Child.
I thank you, Shinobi of the Divine Air. The crop is plentiful, thanks to the persimmon you gave me. I ask that you also give some to the Divine Heir of the Dragon's heritage.
I will.
Okay, so, yeah, as I was saying, you have to keep getting rice from the Divine Child so that you can trigger a part where he falls asleep, snoozing, and then trigger this scene where she is not feeling well. You give her the persimmon, and then in return she'll give you rice and rice for Kuro, which is a rice that spilled forth from the hand of the Divine Child of Rejuvenation, intended to be a gift to Kuro, the Divine Heir. Rice is precious. I want nothing more than for the Divine Heir of the Dragon's heritage to get better. Kuro will likely be pleased to receive it. Towards her again.
Shinobi of the you are well.
You can give more persimmon. You can also give Taro persimmon. I don't think Taro persimmon does anything special, so I just usually give her normal persimmon. And of course you can't create.
Farewell, Shinobi. May the
And of course you can't request more rice anymore. I was gonna quickly eat this rice. So then she'll give us more next time. And then, we're just gonna quickly go and give the rice to Kuro. Rice for Kuro to Kuro. Gonna quickly do this part of the storyline. Because there's quite a few things you gotta do for this part of the storyline. So it's good to just, do it bit by bit as you play through the main content. Ah, there you go. Lord Kuro.
Wolf, you're back.
I am. I have something for you, Lord Kuro.
Something for me?
Here.
This? It's rice.
Yes. The Divine Child of Senpo Temple told me to give this to you.
She did? Then I am grateful. This looks like good rice. Each grain glistens.
It is sweet when you bite into it.
Bite? Wolf, rice tastes a lot better when cooked.
My lord,
So do you like sweet things?
I will eat anything.
Which means you don't dislike sweets then. Right. I'll make something nice for you.
Something nice.
You'll have to wait and see. I'll make something nice. You're leaving.
Alright, so just quickly rest here. And then Kuro will have something nice for Wolf.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Wolf. Come now. Hold out your hand.
My lord.
Sweet rice ball. Sweet sticky rice ball made by Kuro using rice from the Child of Rejuvenation. Sorry. Slowly grants medium attack recovery and constant pulse recovery over time. So this one gives you more recovery than the normal rice, I believe. Once when the wolf was starving, his father wordlessly handed him a rice ball. It was astonishingly delicious. This one is surely to taste just as good.
What is...
Sweet sticky rice balls. I made them with the rice from the Divine Child. Eat it. Don't be shy.
Of course, you can choose to keep it and use it in a sticky situation. No pun intended. Or actually, no pun intended. But you will miss a dialogue. So I'm just gonna eat one here to trigger the dialogue. Let me think. Yeah. Just gonna quickly eat this.
This is... very good.
That it is. That it is. How was the rice ball?
It was delicious.
I bet it was. Ever since I was little, I've enjoyed making sweets. I used to always sneak into the kitchen back at the Hirata estate. Maybe one day, I'll open up a tea house, if I ever have the time. I see you've gathered some of the... Keep up the... You're leaving, Wolf?
My lord.
Yeah, it's kind of ironic, right? The divine heir who is destined for great things just want to open a tea house, whereas, you know, people who are destined for ordinary things, they actually want to do great things or seek for, you know, immortality, all of that stuff. Kind of ironic situation. Okay, eavesdrop.
Hard to make them much better than this. Well done, Kuro.
It's okay, that's just him making the rice ball.
I see. Keep up the good work. You're leaving, Wolf.
Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go back to the Divine Child to see if there's more rice we can get. Or if it's, you know, triggers the next part of the quest line.
Did you give the rice to the Divine Heir?
Yes, he made rice balls out of it.
The Divine Heir of the Dragon's heritage? He made them himself.
Yes, and he was enthusiastic, and I had one. It was very good.
That's good to hear. Oh, I see. He may be the Divine Heir of the Dragon's heritage, but he's still human after all. What am I saying? Of course he is. I am sure he had his doubts about severing immortality as well. Yet even so, it is the path he chose. There is something I would like to ask you, Shinobi of the Divine Heir.
Yes?
What is his name?
Lord Kuro.
Lord Kuro. It has a fine ring to it. I should like to meet him someday. Shinobi, you are... Shinobi, this time now. Hold.
Please.
Bless us with bountiful harvest.
Alright, more rice.
Rice is very precious. Please come again, should you want for more. Farewell, Shinobi. May the harvest...
Okay, I think that's it for this part of the quest. And go back to Mibu Village. Ashina Depths, Mibu Village, Watermill. Gonna go to Watermill. So as I was saying, a while back, I was watching my previous recording and I realized I did a pretty bad job explaining the kanji character of Mibu, right? In this Mibu Village and in other areas where you might see Mibu, like my gamer name, Shinsengume, Samurai Depot Kill, and all that. Anyway, so Mibu here, that I've already explained, is born of water, right? A water-born village. So Mi over here means village. Bu means birth, or give birth to. But the Mibu in Shinsengume, Samurai Depot Kill, my username, etc. That Mibu, Mi, is actually a specific Chinese character that belongs to, which is the 11th of the 12 characters of horoscope. However, these characters originally weren't actually a horoscope. Right? Horoscope is quite it's a relatively more recent concept. The original 12 character is actually a way the Chinese people used to count. So back in the day, they didn't count with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which which only invented later on. Originally, they counted as 子丑寅卯辰巳午未申酉戌亥. It only counted 12, which was needed to set up the lunar calendar. We have 12 months, etc. It was used for more primitive mathematical calculations. This is really, really old. Right, so this character Mi in Mibu Wolf, or Mibu clan in Samurai Depot Kill, etc., came from the 11th character of that old calculation system that only has 12 numbers. And because the way Chinese culture works, everything is associated with yin and yang as well as 5 elements, which is why the 12 horoscope numbers each is associated with one of the 5 elements. And Mi, or Ren in Chinese, is the yang version of water, right? And Kui, which is the one that comes after the 12th character, is the yin version of water. Which is why, like I said previously, Mibu, even if written as in the horoscope kanji, can still mean water, because that particular character does represent the water element. However, the character itself is used as an old counting system. So that actually means number 11 rather than physically meaning water itself. Alright, with that bit of compilation explained, we're gonna walk here and meet this very creepy lady. Right, and upon looking at this is a lady that plays the Japanese instrument, and she's actually responsible for the hidden melody that the other samurai character keep talking, that that keep hearing. And of course, if I didn't send the samurai to the abandoned dungeon, the character will be sitting here. If you come here and talk to him again, he will tell you how he can still hear the melody and it's coming from not far in front. So basically, this character who's playing music. And what's interesting is she sort of reminds me of a character in Blade of the Immortal. Right, so one of the only female character in that manga that is really, really good at fighting, who actually beats the main character Manji, only opted not to kill him because the little girl begged her not to, and she kind of felt sympathetic towards the little girl. She is said to have insane speed and agility, which makes her, martial skill unsurpassable. She's supposed in that Beloved Immortal, she's actually more powerful than the main villain. And yeah, so this character sort of reminds me of her. And in that manga, actually, is also Manji, which actually look a lot like the main character Sekiro, was walking past somewhere, and then there's a woman dressed similar to this who talk to her, and then when he's not watching, she attacks her. And in this situation here, you can either walk past and then she will attack you regardless, or you'll talk to her and she will attack you. I haven't found a way to not let her attack you. Okay, so let's talk to her. You can say nothing or ask her why she cried. It's all the same.
Why are you crying?
Because I'm sad.
What are you sad about?
I don't know where Lord Sakusa is, or what he's doing. It breaks my heart. If I can't see him, I'd at least like to know. But no matter how many letters I send, he never writes me back. And no one will tell me where he is. Actually, sir, can you tell me? Where is Lord Sakusa?
Yeah, I generally don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, you're a liar too. Why must everyone hide him from me?
So you can see she's actually a ghost, which is quite kind of creepy. Oh, and that is, yeah, I should have jumped. So she's holding a very thin yet deadly blade, and she's an apparition. So when she's half transparent, you can't actually attack her, and she attacks really fast, like that. But if you're patient, yeah, she's not that hard. Except, yeah, he is very fast, so yeah, keep your deflate game up. And that retaliation, need to watch out for. But if you keep it up, she'll actually kill herself, much like the low arm centipede. Kiss of this. Do avoid that. And she, you know, fight almost like a dance-like motion, which is not just because she's an apparition, also because she's a female, right? In Japanese ideology, due to female having less strength, they can't do the hard cut like the male do with a katana. Instead, they had to be more graceful-like and fight like almost they're dancing. I guess also because of the kimono they wear, which restricts the movement. And make sure you get rid of some posture damage. But yeah, if you keep it up, she'll sort of kill herself by doing combos on you, provided you can deflect properly. Also take note. Whoa, yeah, that was close. Yeah, also take note that her katana, or maybe not even a katana, or her blade doesn't have a hilt. Yeah, that retaliation attack is quite dangerous. Yeah, that was missed that lost retaliation. It's really fast. Yeah, and that, pretending to go away and then come back. Here comes a combo. Oh, almost got. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's what happens when you get posture broken. Yeah, gotta watch out for posture. And yeah, watch out when you heal. Don't heal too close to her. That combo, damn. Here comes the combo. Get rid of the posture damage. There you go. Made a few mistakes just now, but no biggie. And there you go, another prayer beat if it's your first kill. Point purse if it's not. And yes, as I was saying just now, before I was rudely interrupted by her graceful sword strokes. Yeah, her blade doesn't have a hilt, right? If you look close at any of the katana, it has a hilt. The hilt is meant to protect your hand. Also, it's a sign that you intend to, you know, to go to close quarter, right? I mean, you can't have a katana with a hilt or a nodachi and fight at max range. But the point is, you want to kind of go in and bump blade with the other guy, which is why the hilt is there to protect your hand. That woman just now has a blade that doesn't have a hilt, which suggests that she's actually not trying to fight strength for strength, right? Pushing against clashing blade. Instead, that kind of blade is generally used for iajitsu or battle jitsu, right? Actually, quickly go back and heal. Iajitsu or battle jitsu refer to the art of drawing one's blade in a surprise attack. And you can imagine if you're just drawing a blade to do a surprise attack, you don't need a hilt because you're not trying to lock blade. Quickly raised up. And of course, a female who inherently have less strength than a male is not going to win a head-on collision, especially clashing blade with a male, especially if you want to go close range. They will lose posture and balance and everything a lot faster than male. And so the only way to, they only hope to win in a sword-to-sword confrontation is to use speed rather than, clashing blade versus blade, right? You want to avoid the opponent's blade and then strike where there's none, or, avoid the defense and attack where they are weak. Use speed and different angles all the time, which is why her blade doesn't have a hilt. And if you play one of those old game called Samurai Showdown or Samurai Spirit, it's like a very old 2D fighting game from SNK, the creators of King of Fighters, I believe. Right, so if you ever watch that, if you play that, there's a character in it called Kyo, blue hair, handsome dude who also carries a blade that doesn't have a hilt, and he only does iajitsu, which means he only draws his blade out and he sheaths it back. So that's the similar idea. Okay, now I have an apparition, Ashina Samurai. People have thought about whether this is that Lord Sakuzu, that chick's looking for, but I think not. And there's not much you can do about him. He doesn't talk. Makiri. Not a very hard fight, if you already get used to the moveset from fighting Ashina Samurais, in the Ashina Castle. Backstab him, and then be very careful because there's a lot of them, including a bell one. And you want to be careful, but you want to come up here to eavesdrop. But you can't eavesdrop without them noticing, I think. So let's just kill them. Operation. No, I mean, terrible up. Yeah, just watch out for that. What? The terrible up in this is real. Actually, quite a lot. Yeah, I really don't remember this Terror AoE attack from my first playthrough. Maybe I'm wrong, but I really don't remember dying to Terror. Anyway, after that you can come and eavesdrop. Gulp, gulp, gulp. Yeah, it doesn't. You can't really make much sense of it, but yeah. Once you get into the house, you would. So over here, there are two ways to get in here. This is one way. You go through the tatami. Let me just quickly see. No, it is here. And then you'll find the shinobi rotating door. Yeah, it makes no sense that you can stick onto it and rotate upwards. But anyway, this is the game. Cut here for a red lump. And over here, divine confetti. And I do believe this place should have a gourd seed. Yeah, I remember it has a gourd seed. Maybe no, it should have. Anyway, quickly speak to him. This is pretty much the village priest, right? As mentioned by the basket guy. That you find him in the end of the village, the source of the water. Read him.
Hello?
Oh, what a douche.
Hey, what are you doing?
It feels... Oh, that's good. It's melting inside, but it's not enough. Keep pouring. Pour until it brims. Come forth, my people. Come forth and drink. Drink. Indulge yourselves in the sweet nectar. Come forth as citizens of the palace, one and all. Ah, please accept us as your humble servants.
Yeah, that's a very creepy priest. Not that I like priests to begin with, but he's very creepy, even for priest standard.
Oh, the cup has run dry. But this won't do. It's too dilute. Refuses to dissolve completely. Unfit to be citizens of the palace. Oh. Oh. Waters of the palace. Fill our cups once more. Fill them to the brim. To the brim. But unfit.
Alright, so it's also his dialogue. So you can see there's a lot of pause in here, which suggests that he's really into trying to drink the water. And he believes the water can make him the servant of the palace. And if you think back on the basket villager, right, he does say that the priest treats the village to sake, you know, all the time. And when people drink sake, they get thirsty, and then they have to drink the water. And we should, know by now that this water is rigged, or shall I say, this is the rejuvenating water, right, that the monks at the Senpo Temple experiment on. Also the same water that makes the ape, the guardian ape, undying, infested. In other words, this priest is trying to be immortal as well. So quickly grab up here to a second floor. This very nice looking shrine. Some free spirit emblems, there you go. And here I believe you'll find another prayer bead. Or is it a healing seed? I can't remember which, but I think, since I'm getting a Jinzo statue, it's probably a prayer bead. Right, and this would conclude everything we can get from this video. I'm wrong. Okay, here's another item to get. Okay, now we complete with everything we can get. I'm gonna jump on the roof. Let's put things back in perspective. This is where we were. We got through the tatami here into the village, and these are where we killed a bunch of people. We have 9 healing gourds, which should be enough because we are about to fight the boss. But looking at the time, I think we're gonna wrap this episode up and just call it, Orin of Water, which was that lady apparition we fought earlier with lightning fast reflex and a short blade without the hilt. And then we'll do the boss the next episode. Alright, so with this we'll end this episode of our Sekiro Shadows Die Twice 100% walkthrough on New Game Plus. Hope you enjoyed it, and if you do, please follow me on Twitch and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Mibu Jinjiro out.